Yes. We're back. Welcome to my page, SRL Sports Rap and Life. Like, subscribe, share the page. This is just a recap of what happened after the week one of the NFL. What a week, I must say. What a week. If you guys did not know, look at my predictions in my earlier blog. I came out with my predictions, and now this is a blog about where do I stand? Where does Sports King stand after week one? I got my notepad here. So, yes, ladies and gentlemen, after week one, it was a rough week for me. I ended 8-7-1. 8 wins, 7 losses, 1 tie. So, we're going to definitely recap all the matches and see exactly what happened in week one in the NFL. But I just want to go over the teams that I got wrong first. So I got wrong the Colts Bengals. I got wrong the Bucks Saints. I got wrong Chiefs Chargers, Redskins Cardinals, Seahawks Broncos, Bears Packers, and the Rams and the Raiders. So I mean those matchups, I mean could have went any way, but I'm gonna call it what it was. Some of them upset me. I was disappointed. The ones I did get right was Bills Ravens, Bills Ravens, Texans Pats, 49ers Vikings, Titans Dolphins, Jags and the Giants, Cowboys Panthers, Jets Lions, and the Falcons Eagles. And then we know the Steelers and the Browns they tied. So I broke even on that match. But yeah, let's get into it. You had the Panthers and the Cowboys. That was a good match. Panthers end up winning 16-8. Cam Newton 17-26. He threw for 161 yards and he also ran a touchdown. What was interesting in that is this matchup to me was really Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott. Dak, he ended up going 19 out of 28. And Ezekiel Elliott only rushed for 69 yards. I don't know what was going on with their offense. Really wasn't really flowing to me. I really think I don't know if it was the nerves of it just being week one, or what it could have been. But the Cowboys, I mean, I have a question mark by them after week one. I mean, after that play, I mean, I really expected more from Ezekiel Elliott. He should have got more touches to me. Dak Prescott, to me, he was a lot. He played timid, very apprehensive. Their offensive schemes were very questionable. But it's week one. But I have a question mark moving forward about what the Giants are going to do in their division. But I did get that right. Salute to the Panthers, great win. Next was the Broncos Seahawks, 27-24 Broncos. The Seahawks, Russell Wilson threw for 2 interceptions. I don't know, Russ seemed not like a shell of himself. He really didn't seem that Russell. I don't know if it could have been an offensive line. Looking at it, it looked like a lot of the offensive line they were really not blocking too much for him. But you got to give a lot of kudos to the Broncos. They came out there. Case Keenum 25 at a 39, 329 yards, 3 touchdowns. But he also threw 3 interceptions. But really great win. I had the Seahawks winning, but the Broncos did definitely come and they showed up and they played to definitely execute that win. Then you have the Jets Lions. Wow, what a one-sided game to me. I mean, 48-17 with the Jets. Sam Darnold, 16 out of 21, 198 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Matthew Stafford, I mean, 4 interceptions. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. I don't know what happened with the Lions. I'm only putting up 17 points. At one point in time, I thought I saw that it appears to me like it was some argument on the side. As I was looking at the game, I could have been wrong, but it looked like it was some arguments between some of the coaches. But great win for the Jets to come out the game and put up 48 points in week one. Great win. I expect a lot from them guys. So yeah, it was 48-17 in that matchup. Next, it was the Redskins and Cardinals. Redskins 24-6. Redskins came out with that win. Alex Smith came out 21 out of 30, 255 yards, 2 touchdowns. Sam Bradford 20 out of 34, 153 yards. The Redskins, they really came out. I look at their defense a lot came out of their defense too. I look like really great win. The Redskins, Alex Smith, I really expect a lot from them. And the silent assassin to me out of this game, you got to take his hats off. Is of course AP, Adrian Peterson. He came out there almost had 100 yards, 96 yards in rushing. So yeah, expect a lot. It looked like really from these Redskins guys in their division. Great win. Next, Packers and Bears. I got a lot of tweets, a lot of emails, a lot of people texting me saying, "How dare you? How dare you go against Aaron Rodgers? You're talking about just because Khalil Mack was traded, you really think that was enough? Do you really think that was enough for the bad man in Aaron Rodgers?" I was wrong. I was wrong. Packers came 24-23. Aaron Rodgers, 288 yards, 3 touchdowns. Khalil Mack in his debut as the Bears, he had 1 interception, but he played phenomenal in the defense. But you can't go. I realize you can't go against Aaron Rodgers. You can't go against Aaron Rodgers. I mean, he came in there was poised, very poised. I mean, he looked like a surgeon. He just looked like. I mean, he just surgically went through that defense. So salute to the Packers. Great win. Next, Rams Raiders. The Rams 33-13. People know I had the Raiders winning. Salute to the Rams. Jeff Goff came out there, 18 out of 33, 233 yards, 2 touchdowns. Derek Carr, 3 interceptions, unacceptable. Great win for the Rams. Expect a lot out of them. Todd Gurley, 108 yards in rushing, out of 20 carries. Great win. Next was the Chief Chargers. The Chiefs came out 38-28. Mahomes came out, great play, threw 4 touchdowns. And then you have Phillip Rivers, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Melvin Gordon had over 100 yards. I mean, the Chargers, they produced offensively, but it just wasn't enough for the Chiefs. I mean, you got to take your hats off, even with the wide receiver play. Tyreek Hill, 169 yards reception. So, I mean, it just wasn't enough. But still, I do still expect a lot from the Chargers this year. But the Chiefs just came out. And I really think the expectations of Mahomes were so high. But I definitely think he's going to live up to people's expectations this year. Next was the Jaguar Giants. Jags came out with the win 20-15. In this matchup, Eli Manning, I mean, I don't know what we're going to do. Let me ask you guys, what are we doing with Eli? Is this a make or break year for him? What does he rank right now? Is he mid tier? Is he low tier? I mean, what are we doing with him? Saquon Barkley, he looked amazing. He had over 100 yards and a touchdown. But with that win with the Jags, it just really makes me wonder really about Eli Manning. I mean, where are we ranking him? What are we doing with him? Is this his make or break year? Do we sit him down? Just a lot of questions. But great win for the Jags. Next was the Vikings 49ers. Vikings came. They won Skull Gang 24-16 with the Vikings. Kirk Cousins, 244 yards, 2 touchdowns. Jimmy G, bad debut, 3 interceptions. Can't come out the gate like that for the 49ers. They will run you out of that city. So you definitely better make some necessary adjustments immediately with that fan base. But great win for the Vikings. Next, Bucks and Saints. The Bucks came out 48-40. Looking at the Saint defense, it's question marks everywhere. Question marks everywhere. I mean, that defense looked miserable. They look confused. The defensive coordinator looked confused. I mean, it really looked like it was kind of like a high school, maybe a JV kind of defense. I mean, anything and everything that Kirk Cousins wanted to do, he did. He exploited that defense. It was a field day. Great win. Bengals Colts. The Bengals came out with the win 34-23. Andy Dalton, 243 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Andrew Luck coming back at his debut after nearly a year, 319 yards, but just wasn't enough. Great win for the Bengals. Next was the Bills Ravens. Ravens 47-3. What a one-sided game. Joe Flacco came out like I predicted. He threw 236 yards, 3 touchdowns. Great win for them. And I expect really more out of them. Next was the Pats Texans. Like I mentioned, Pats. No question. Tom Brady. You don't go against Tom. Great win. Brady threw 3 touchdowns, 277 yards. Gronk had over 123 yards receptions, 1 touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 17 out of 34, 176 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. I expect a lot more for that young man. Don't want to harp on him too much, but I just knew it was just too much for them. Dolphins, Titans, 27-20. Dolphins came out, they played phenomenal, like I predicted. Steelers, Browns, they tied. And then lastly, but least, like I mentioned, 18-12, Eagles, Falcons. With that being said, like, subscribe. I was 8-7-1. I predict more. I'm signing off until we meet again. Thank you for tuning in.